Cherry, I think we need a crew meeting. Now, please.
Fine. Every pony huddle up by the bunks. Okay, every pony. Starlight has something she wants to talk with us about.
Yes. You did say the food stores on the ship were in good shape, right?
So far as I could tell, yeah. The crash didn't break anything there that I could find.
Right, so follow me on this. We had lunch and dinner and then breakfast before the incident, and then dinner last night and breakfast this morning came from our supplies and lunch again. So we've used up 2 days of rations for 3 ponies and a dragon, right?
I see where you're going with this. I've been worried about it too. Amachita's launched with 30 days rations for 7 crew, pre-packed, according to standard procedure.
Yeah, I nearly learned how important that was the hard way.
Ahem. We replaced one set of 30 days with dragon-specific rations, but that still leaves us a pretty good surplus, right?
No, it doesn't. Look at the situation. We can't talk to Cape Friendship or Horston Space Center. We don't really know where we are, and we couldn't tell them if we did. That means we could be waiting for a really long time for rescue, at least as long as it takes to build a rescue ship.
Okay, so we have to ration our food. Is that what you're saying?
That's not a problem for me. If you can spare me a couple heartfelt hugs a day, I'll be fine on a bit of water.
But it's a big problem for the rest of us. I need at least a little gem content every day to stay healthy, and I can't eat raw hay like you ponies can. So some of your food packs are useless to me, and all of my food packs are useless to you.
So you need more rocks. Go outside, there's plenty of rocks.
Yeah, I could eat those. And you ponies could eat fresh road apples, too. How healthy would that be?
Yuck! I know what you mean. I read up on dragon first aid and all, but did you have to say that while I'm eating?
Sorry. But you get my point. Dragons need gems. No substitutes.
How many sapphires do you have?
13. I could eat all that for a single meal and still have room, but I need to space them out for when my food packs run out. If I can stop myself from eating them, that is.
Is that why you ate the alien food packs whole like that?
Nah, the robbers usually give me indigestion. I just wanted to freak out Monkey Boy over there.
So, not a substitute?
Not even close.
Right. That means Fireball begins to suffer malnutrition in about a moon unless we ration. Sooner if we depend too heavily on Mark's food. As for the rest of us, we began with what amounts to 60 days of full meals for the 3 of us, designed for full active days, as if we were spacewalking or re-entering every day, right?
That's right.
We can cut that by a third, or a quarter at least, if we restrict our physical activity, and we should be fine. That would buy us 14 or 15 more days, but after that, we'll be totally dependent on our host. And I get the feeling he can't afford to be so generous with us as he's been these last 3 days. I don't see the problem. Look, that thing he spends half his time typing on...
I think it's a computer. It kind of looks like my video games back home.
It might be, or it might be a 2-way television, or something else, but whatever it is, it's way ahead of anything we can make back home. And the lights? It even feels like sunlight. We can't do that back home without magic. His people are obviously way ahead of us. Why don't we just hitch a ride with him when he leaves? Just get on with it, and ask him to take us with. Wherever he comes from, it can't be more hostile than out there. Spitfire, how long would it have taken us to make a round trip from Ekis to Bucephalus without the Sparkle Drive? Twilight and Dr. Von Braun told us this in training, you should know. Best alignment of the planets? 6 months round trip if we only do a flyby. Longer if we orbit, so more advanced aliens. We can't assume that. The ambient magic in this room right now is just enough for me to do that without tapping my reserves. Between that and what Dragonfly reported, I'm thinking that this world, possibly this universe, doesn't have a universal magic field. All it has is whatever magic energy is given off by life itself. And that isn't enough to run the Sparkle Drive on or anything like it, which means rescue is at least months away. Our suit systems work just fine.
Those systems are specifically designed to run from a pony's own magic field. They even work for changelings, and we leak very little magic, believe me. It doesn't take much power at all to do that.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but your suits have been dipping into the EVA thruster batteries all the time we've been here. Our magic fields are weaker, too. They're not strong enough even to run the suit systems alone. Back home, we could stay in the suits for days, with air and water from the ground and everything else regenerating itself. Here, I recommend limiting EVAs to 8 hours maximum. After that, navigation and comms are dead until you recharge, and don't even think of using the thrusters.
And where are we going to go? Walking for my health here doesn't really appeal to me.
My point is this. We need to think long term. All we have or ever will have is our ship, Mark's base here, and the junk the storm left behind, and whatever we can scavenge from this frozen Tartarus of a world. And we need to make it all stretch as long as possible and use as little as possible as we can.
At least we'll have plenty of air and water, so long as our suit life support works.
And above all else, we need to learn to communicate with our host. I have an idea for that, but it might mean another couple days of bed rest. The next time some pony goes to the ship, we need to bring back one of the batteries. It should recharge here with all of us together, and we might need...
Where's he going? He feels a bit worried and depressed.
I'll ask. Spitfire, be ready to catch me.
What are you doing?
An adaptation of BitLead's Universal Decryptor. The spell gives you the meaning of a coded message even if you haven't got the code. I just have to broaden the parameters and make it two-way. I just hope it works.
You'll wind up back in that bunk.
How? How? Okay, Starlight Glimmer, you're the most powerful unicorn in Equestria. Deepest magical reserves known since Star Swirl's prime. You're able to go horn to horn against an Alicorn princess and win. You can do this. I can do this. I hope. Have to make this quick. Can you understand me? Keep it simple. I can't do this for long.
How are you doing this, you?
No time to explain. Where are you going?
Out the side. Stupid as you.
Look who's talking. Why?
I'm looking for the orbit plate. The radio breaking. I can't fix it without it. Cannot it.
Draw it. We'll help. Yay, low gravity.
That's a trekking dish.
Parabolic radio antenna. But yeah.
He said his radio was broken. Spitfire, I'm fine. I didn't trigger a magic exhaustion relapse.
You mean he's not talking with his people?
To be honest, I don't think his people even know he's still here.